All right. And you're sharing your screen, Tomek?
Yeah.
Lovely. And
Can you see it?
Yeah, perfect. Excellent. Well, welcome everybody. Before Tomek takes over and talks about some of the one-click instant gratification enhancements that we're making to the platform, in particular with the creation of an instance, a site, and the deployment of a module. Just by way of introduction, Tomek is our resident rock and roller. Before he became a coding guru, he was lead guitarist in a band back in high school, right?
That's right.
We have jammed together. And he has been one of our longest serving engineers at platformOS near me, and an integral part of the team. So, Tomek, over to you to take it from here, mate.
Thank you, Adam. So that's going to be my first presentation since a while. So forgive me any mistakes. Hopefully, the presentation is going to have two parts. One is brief explanation what modules are and what can you do with them and what's the purpose, and then we're going to switch over to the demo presentation on platformOS and how what we can build within 5 minutes with a couple of modules. And after that, there's going to be a brief explanation of new things that were used in building those and where you can find them. So that's basically the agenda. So in a nutshell, modules are blocks of code that are installable through partner portal or marketplace kit. You can have different kind of modules. They basically solve all the problems we can face building marketplaces or web. So you can build huge monolithic modules that will simply install on your instance and become a site, web page, CRM, CMS, whatever. Or it could be a small component that just serves some purpose, like integrating payments or simple custom assets or fonts. So whatever the problem is, you can basically solve it with modules. So the main advantages of modules are, as Adam said, one-click module installation in partner portal. This is great because you just don't need to go through any development process here. You just get the package and then you just install it on your instance.
So even I could do it, is what you're saying, Tomek?
Excuse me?
So even I could do it?
Everyone can do it. So modules marketplace is a place in partner portal where you can find different types of modules. There's still not many of them, but we all try to push us to the limit. So building those, and hopefully we will release as many as we can within next months as they are in construction. So I will explain more in details after the
just
demo.
A footnote to that, sorry, Tomek, a lot of channel partners are actively building out modules, and we'll see very soon with the new module billing coming out that a number of channel partners are waiting in the wings to deploy a whole bunch of new modules. So not just internally with our team, boilerplates and best practice, but a lot of community effort going in there. So it'll start to really ramp up. Sorry, mate, back to Tomek.
Exactly. No worries, feel free to interrupt if I don't say everything that I should say. So modular development is a plus as well for developers, because it's easier for the developer to encapsulate the code and reuse it in the future. So basically, we can construct small modules and then build different types of web pages from different modules, different components. This will be presented as well in the demo. So all standard platformOS features are available in modules. So we have all of them. We have views, GraphQL notification, migrations, assets, etc. So everything we could build as a marketplace before through marketplace kit, and this is available within modules. Additionally, to what we have building a standard marketplace, we have templates, which is awesome feature that was already presented by Maciej in last town hall meeting. So basically, templates are simple variables that are right now placed within each module bundle, and they can be changed within when module is installed on the instance. So that's going to be presented in a minute. So for those that yet do not understand, it's going to be presented on the demo. By the way, do you see my screen, Adam? Everything's fine with the screen, with the presentation?
Great. Yeah, it's excellent, mate. Really, really good.
All right, perfect. So additionally to templates, we have public and private code distribution. So for those that do not want to share the code, so for those that want to keep their code private and only allow for the installation like a normal program without sharing the source code, it is possible with modules. And only the public part of the module will be then exposed in partner portal download. And as I said, module marketplace, as I mentioned, this is a great feature because developer can build once and then sell many times. So that's greatly reduced the cost of the module, because if you can sell something multiple times, then the price of the development could be reduced as well. So this is how marketplace module looks like right now, but let's go to the demo. All right, so let's start with instance creation. Adam asked to show it on the our blog module. I have made a couple of changes, so it's not gonna be the package that we used to ship in production. So, but it's just my package that I have created yesterday. So I have created an instance on staging, and it should be a blank instance right now. So we have welcome to platformOS welcome page, and if we install Tomek blog demo, which is just a package, it will present the template. So here we can see all the variables that were included within the modules that can be changed. So for the purpose of the demo, I just changed the blog title from platformOS, which is the default blog title, to, let's say, town hall. And when I deploy it, I need to wait a couple of seconds. It takes time to extract the package and send it over, download it first, and deploy to the instance. So it takes you less than a minute. And then after the code is populated, we run the migration. So yep.
Just a question, and wow, there it is already. So that code that you've just deployed from that module, that is accessible to me as the developer of that site that you've just created?
Yes, exactly. It's available to everyone, and if you install it on your instance, then you have a download button, and you can get the zip file with all the pages and all the code that is creating this module.
And then I can push that into my GitHub repo and then deploy it
Exactly.
across QA, development, staging, UAT, production.
Yes, I'm gonna mention this part as well after the demo. So as you can see, you have our blog that is generated with first post. The getting started guide will just help you go through the how module is built and what you can do with that. So if you, sorry, it's just annoying as the Zoom features are. All right. So if I just go and use my account that is generated, I can log into the dashboard. The account is auto-generated through migrations, and so as well as a first post. So we have like two parts in here. We have deployed the static pages and modules and everything, and then we populate those models with some data like users and blog posts. So this is just presenting how what you can do. So you not only can create static pages, but as well you can upon the installation run the migration and populate your models with dummy data or real data, what depends on your needs. So this is basically it for the blog part. Like you have this first post and everything. It basically was there in this shape for a while, so probably many of you had a chance to play with it. Yesterday, I have created a small upgrade to it, so I'm gonna show it to you now. So basically, I was trying to figure out what could be a next iteration of it, and I felt like it could be nice to have an ability to add some product that I'm gonna sell on my blog. This is basically very easy. Right now, I have created a small package called blog products. So when I install it, I'm asked if I want to. I'm sure I want to install. I want to install it. And now, if I go to my dashboard and I wait, yes, and I see a products tab, and I'm here. So within one module, I have created like after the installation on the second module, I was able to like iterate on that. So you can construct your page with multiple packages. So right now I can add my let's say a book, my book, and I can add a price as well. This is in cents, but just don't worry, you can define whatever you want. And now we have our first product. And if I go back to my home screen, I can see my book now presented on my blog. So I would like now to add some basic e-commerce functionality. So let's say I want to sell that book. And to do that, I'm going to use a new package called, it's not yet released, but it's going to be released very, very soon. And it's called Payments and Stripe. So basically, Payments is you can think of it like a standardization for multiple payment gateways. So, and Stripe is just a way to communicate with Stripe. So those two packages comes together. So you need to install both of them. But if you don't want to use Stripe, you could as well use Braintree or any other package together with payments package. So just payments is just like a standardization of the API, of different APIs of payment providers. So when I
just want to jump in for a second, because this is a really good point, Tomek. That payment wrapper, for those who might be familiar with Shopify, is similar to Active Merchant. Active Merchant was a framework that allowed developers to then plug in to Shopify payment gateways from anywhere in the world without the constraints of waiting for Shopify to do it. And we decided to do the same thing, only with a little bit more flexibility. And so the payments module now allows a Stripe module to be added to it, or a Polypay, or an eWay, or a PayPal, or an Authorize.net, or name your own API standard payment gateway to plug into that. And you may have your own payment gateway plugins that are private to you as a channel partner, or you make available to other channel partners. But now the constraints are not on the platformOS development team. So yeah.
Yes, exactly. And in this presentation, we're gonna use Stripe. So when I'm installing this Stripe module on my Town Hall instance, I need to provide my Stripe keys to that instance. So in order to do that, I had it somewhere here. So I have created a dummy Stripe account where I can just copy my publishable key and paste it here, and my secret key, and I paste it here. This is a temporary template user interface. It's gonna change soon. So when developer provide like JSON with variables that can be altered, we're gonna build some nice UI that consists of multiple fields where you can just copy and paste your keys. You don't have to worry about this JSON part. It's just for now. So when I hit deploy, we install this Stripe integration into our block. So right now, I have additional payment page, which is of course blank for now. But as well, if I hit refresh, there is a new buy now button. And if I hit this, I am presented with Stripe component, that Stripe widget, where I can just simply which I can simply use to transfer money from my credit card, or in this case, test credit card that is provided by Stripe sandbox environment. And I'm just going to use it and fill this up. Just one more thing, because this will not work, because it just reminded myself that this is a staging instance, and in order to make it work, I need to change enable API communication. So before I hit pay, I need to update my Town Hall instance. So I make sure this is set to true. Otherwise, it's gonna just throw some nasty error. And if I hit say and pay $10, because the book is sold for $10, I should be presented a message. Thank you for your purchase. And in my dashboard, there should be a new payment that is paid. And I can as well hit view in Stripe, which will redirect me to my Stripe account and show me my payment in Stripe dashboard. So this is all that you can achieve with just combining a few simple a few modules, and the only thing here that is custom, except for the Stripe payment and Stripe module, is just a few lines of code that I'm gonna show you right now. So basically, this is it for the demo. I wanted to show you how easy it is to build new functionalities in your web pages with modules that can be created by different developers from different organizations. How you can build your modules within your own organization and share them. And basically, that's it for the demo. So let's go back to my presentation. And yeah, so those 3 modules that were used in this presentation are open source. So if you want, you can just take this presentation and or just look within our organization for open source repositories, and you'll find all of the code in there. So this part is more for those that are interested in development and how this is all possible. So one of these concepts that I mentioned on the presentation were migrations. So migration can be placed within any module. And normally when you use migration, migration are used to populate to add some data to your instance, and usually you have to run them manually. But when you install them from module, they are invoked for the first time. They are invoked automatically, as within normal deploy command through marketplace. So this is very easy way how you can populate some data for your modules, as we did for blog posts and user creation, first user creation, that then make it very simple for you, for your clients, or for the clients of the blog module, to simply just go to login page and type email and password that is provided to the user.
So an example of this then for a developer out there, say they wanted to build a very niche product for a vertical and have their e-commerce tailored and tuned to a particular set of, they're selling cars or they're building a car sales site. The migration could then automatically seed all the data related to car models, manufacturers, and of course update that data too through other APIs, but very quickly have something that in a click creates the database objects, creates all of the design, seeds all the data, and replicates from site to site to site every time they run that module install, and then also be able to do modifications to it if a module gets updated. Is that correct? It's
very, very correct. So additionally to that, you can mix it up with template variables. So when you have let's say design with where you want to ask a user to provide his the user logo or user avatar or whatever, you can simply as you can see, I don't know if the code is not too small, but in the line 7 you see block title, and this is exactly the variable that we provided when I was installing block module on Town Hall instance. So that's why when you go to the blog page, you see Town Hall blog instead of platformOS blog, which is the default one. So you can combine migrations with these template variables. So it's very, very easy.
And for those who might be watching and going, "Oh, I see code," take it away from me. There are channel partners who are also building UIs over the top of this. So it's even the configuration, even though we're showing low level for those who are developers, there are layers that go over the top from channel partners that will make it even just click button, generate a config file and deploy. So don't be scared when you see some of this code. It's still very quick to deploy. And for those who are dipping their toe into the module arena, don't let this squiggly brackets and things put you off. And for those who are developers, they're looking at this going, this is way powerful.
Yes, exactly. So, so from the example that was presented on the buy now button, so this is the code, the custom code. All you need is like 20, 30 lines of code to integrate e-commerce, very basic e-commerce functionality, like selling some products. So transferring money basically from one place to another. It's very easy to just provide your the amount you want to transfer and few more details. And basically it's simple as including a form which is defined within the module. So basically anywhere you want within your page after installation of payment module and Stripe module, you can use Stripe payments within 10 seconds probably. So this is really awesome, and there's much more features that are already accessible. If you go to payment example staging instance, you will see like already there are 3 basic examples as well. Like one is saving customer credit card and making a purchase with that card, and another one is that is allowing you to save the merchant account for connected payments. This is enabling you to start basically marketplace type payments within few minutes probably. You just need to include another form, and then you will get this beautiful form where you can just simply add some numbers like routing number and account number for your account type. If you are a company, just tick the box company, and this is just included within the package. So basically you install a module and you put that form on some page, and then you have the ability to save your merchants, your payment receivers, a bank account within Stripe, and then use those accounts to transfer the money from your one customer to the other customer through your payment gateway. So this is really great. So if you just I think I need to just tell me.
And just to highlight while you're doing that, Tomek, the reason that we've packaged it up and developed it this way is so that it gives you full creative control over the user experience. So there's no constraints around any of the templates or layouts that we're using here. And just for those who are wondering, and I know there's some developers thinking, this is awesome, you mentioned that I can download the module in a zip file, but what about the 200,000 hours that I put into developing a module, which I'm selling, and I need to keep it private? I still want to deploy that, and I don't want someone to be deploying it and then have all my intellectual property taken away. Is there a way that we can also have modules that have protected IP when it's deployed?
About protected IP, we can protect the code, of course.
And that's through the private folders, right?
Yes, exactly. So you just place all the code, so every module.
Where they are and stuff.
every module has a public folder, and then it could have a private folder. None of those has this one. Stripe has a private folder, and then in this private folder we execute the migration. So just in case you would, I don't know, mistakenly include your Stripe keys, it won't leak to the public, and so this migration will be private. In other words, it won't be available anywhere to inspect the code of that migration, except of course on my screen. All right, so going back to the presentation. So simple payment integration. So think of any development challenge. You can put it into the module and pack it up and ship it within seconds, just one click installation through marketplace modules. This is new, context modules for developers, of course. This is very interesting. This lets you basically do what I did in block module when I installed one package, and then when I installed a package called dashboard products, there was some magical part shown in the instance. So basically, context modules is a new variable that holds some information about your modules that are installed. Basically, for now, it's a list of modules installed within your instance. But in the future, it's gonna have more and more data. So this is basically what comes. So module features on the horizon. So this is context modules is number 2 on that list. And according to Ignacy, we're gonna have more information in that context variable. I don't know exactly what kind of data is gonna come, but probably some billing and maybe usage of the module, I don't know. Module overrides is basically the ability to quickly override any component from public folder. So if you place any file within like view or partial within a module, then if you want to override it, it should be fairly easy with that. This is yet not being developed, but it's something that's gonna be there soon. So if you want to discuss it with us or suggest anything, just feel free to reach out. Enhanced UI for module templates, I already mentioned that, because right now it's a little bit ugly and we have just JSON representation of templates, and it's gonna be beautiful very, very soon. And billing, of course, I think is just around the corner for modules. And that's it. platformOS modules are not yet released. Those 2 that I have presented in Marketplace, in module Marketplace, they are still in the QA phase. So after the QA phase is done and we have it's ready to be shipped with no major bugs, we will let you install it. But for now, you can just use the open source version that is on GitHub, so you can simply download it and install it, or put it on your partner portal account to install it on any instance or deploy through Marketplace Git. All right, so that's it. Hope it was not longer than half an hour. And if you have any questions, just ask.
Well, firstly, I'd like to point out to everybody that Tomek had 2 days' notice to put this together. Didn't you, Tomek? 2 days' notice. and it's late at night, and I got to say, that was awesome. That was brilliant. Honestly, this is. Every time I see what the guys and the team are building, I just get so much more excited. I want to say that Ignacy is also in town hall tonight, and been quietly in the background. Ignacy has been one of the key architects of modules, module templates. Casper has been working with him on billing, and with Tomek getting in there and leveraging the power of modules, putting this demo together with the new payments module, the Stripe integration. It was seamless. It was brilliant. Honestly, Tomek, far out, awesome. I can see where it's all heading now, and can you imagine being able to deploy a really sophisticated, all-encompassing marketplace with community, with payment gateway, products, services, a learning management system, CRM, HubSpot killer. I mean, this is the sort of foundation that we've built for platformOS for other developers to build on top of and monetize if you want, give it away if you want, and then ultimately to deliver to the end customer a faster, better, and more highly valued platform that's going to work into the future, because this isn't just for websites. This is also going to lend itself to mobile applications, IoT integration, etc. So we're setting this up for the future. So I want to just say a round of applause again for Tomek. Honestly, that was a seriously awesome town hall.
Thank you.
I know everyone's muted, but I'm hearing claps. And if anybody wants to use the chat panel to golf clap there from Adam Cook. Any questions, by the way? Travis is saying very impressive. Alexandra is saying terrific, can't wait to try them. Daryl's saying this is awesome, can't wait to get his first module out there. Daryl, we will hold off. I think you said you were going to build a module, and we want to include that in our showcase video that we'll be putting together. There was a question from Shane. Did I ignore that? You know, Shane's like me. You've just delivered an incredible set of functionality, and the first thing is, there's a feature I need. Where is he? I'll get to the status of that. Oh, okay, subscription status. Yes, that will be coming, if not already part of phase 1, module billing. So module dependencies, what Shane is asking there as a development company and building on top of the platform, if I have a module that is dependent on other modules, not just dependency within the modules, so hey, I've got a core dashboard admin with user access control that I've built and some basic CRM functionality. But if you want marketing automation, analytics, a whole bunch of other things, they may be paid modules. And there's dependencies there, but also I need to know as the module creator, has the customer paid for those? And if they haven't, how do I know about it so that I can disable, deactivate, or have a workflow that sends a message to say, hey, your modules are going to be disabled because they haven't been paid for. So that's where Shane is with that question. Am I missing questions? HubSpot killer, I'm waiting patiently. The SendGrid integration, and I think some others have done a module for integration with ActiveCampaign and a few other email marketing services too. A module marketplace, exactly, Travis. So building the ecosystem, you could build a marketplace on our platform, but of course we want to build a marketplace for those modules in that code. Awesome work, guys. Joey, claps all round. Any more questions? Any questions? Let's open up the floor. Turn your mute off if you want to ask, or use the chat panel. It's stunned silence now, Tomek. Honestly, it was brilliant. Even Adam Cook is quiet. No words. Well, if there's no questions, because everybody's already said, release is next week. So yes, the release, Shane is asking about module billing, I think, and that relates to the work that Artur and the team have been building with Ignacy and with Caspar, and we're on track. We might be 2 days or so, and Artur will circle back, and that's for next week's release, yes. So let's say next week, end of next week at the latest. Daryl's saying this is his most favorite town hall presentation so far. I can't argue with that. Seriously, Tomek knocked it out of the park. All right. Well, if there's no questions and only praise, we'll just sit here and tell you what a great job you did, Tomek, and also for the team behind you that enabled this to happen. Obviously, there's a lot of complicated business scenarios that we had to think through and plan to build the architecture, to scale, to be performant, to be secure, and to solve a business problem. All those things at once. And I have to say that the team is just incredible. They just keep knocking it out of the park. And we are very excited to be really going full tilt into the relaunch of Near Me platformOS in the coming months. And the new website will be going up. The new documentation design on the documentation site is going up. We've got Carter and Diana doing incredible work behind the scenes on user experience and documentation. We have the project management team doing incredible work. Of course, JJ in accounts management doing great work if you haven't connected with JJ. Across the board, the team is just amazing. The DevOps, we had some serious load testing by an external enterprise client just last week, and the denial of service countermeasures kicked in, everything kept going. Massive security penetration tests were happening by a $7 billion enterprise client, and they found nothing. All data secure, all penetration testing in the green. So we're very happy and confident with everything that the DevOps team, the engineering team, the account management team, and soon the marketing team will be kicking this juggernaut off into the next quarter. Thanks for being part of the journey. The feedback from our channel partners is what's helped us create this. I think Ignacy, Caspar, Maciek, Derek Piotr, the guys behind the scenes doing some of that work at the core level have taken that feedback, and Tomek being able to work within the framework to build what he did so quickly is just incredible. So your feedback as channel partners has helped us to build what we are building, and we will continue to take your feedback to deliver superior product. I'm going to leave it there so Tomek can go and get some rest.
I think Tomek will be on a high right now. I think he's ready for a guitar solo, I reckon.
Oh yeah, guitar solo,
Tomek,
of course.
You can do it.
Actually, it's a little bit late in here. Guitar solo wouldn't be appreciated by my neighbors, I guess.
Another time.
All right. Well, everybody, we will wrap that up then. Thank you again, and look forward to seeing you next town hall. And we'll get this video up and live so that you can watch it all again, because I can't wait to.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thanks all. Great work. Bye.